Welcome to Full Court Press. Today we'll be talking about last-minute trades. Well, some last minute.
Pretty much
We're gonna
just
start off with a Luka trade, obviously.
yeah, big trade.
I don't know what the Mavs are thinking, but their GM's definitely gone in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis cannot stay off injury reserve, so yeah, the Lakers are definitely better off.
Yeah. Luka has a great future. Not the same for AD. AD's 31. Like Hunter said, can't stay off injury reserve. But Luka's has one of the best futures in the NBA right now. He's only like 20 some.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I don't know what the Mavericks are trying to get in that, but I guess I got 80.
Next, we're talking about De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. As a Kings fan, I wasn't very happy because
And
De'Aaron Fox is a big part of our team, and now he's gonna be a big part of the Spurs team. And I think him and Wemby are gonna be a really good duo.
yeah.
Like fast equals tall.
Yeah. De'Aaron Fox, he's pretty good for the Kings, and now Kings have Sabonis. Which he's good. He averages like
A triple double.
kinda, yeah. He averages so many rebounds a game. It's just crazy.
They were just like 11.
Oh yeah, something like that. And then also, it's gonna be a great duo in De'Aaron Fox and Wemby. De'Aaron Fox really athletic, Wemby really tall. Great, they're both great scorers. But Wemby can defend a lot better than De'Aaron Fox. So yeah, they have a pretty balanced duo in that. So yeah.
Now we're talking about Zach LaVine to the Kings. I think he's a good addition. He's kind of old.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he's that old, but like he hasn't been as good as he was in kind of a while. Ever since his first year. So basically, he's been a Bull for like 5 some years, maybe. Something in that range. But ever since those first 2 years, he hasn't been as good as he was at like his late days at the Timberwolves or early days at the Bulls. So I think he will be pretty good for the most part because like I said they have Sabonis who is great, another really good um guard big duo in LaVine and Sabonis.
Both really good scorers.
Yeah, I definitely think I definitely don't think the Kings got a big part of that trade. They lost one of their best players over the last couple years, in De'Aaron Fox. So yeah.
I do think that first round pick will help the Spurs and the Kings though. But like next we'll be talking about
Kyle Kuzma to the Bucks.
literally no one won the trade. They both
Yeah.
are not good.
Um
Giannis still has like no help.
yeah, Dame's getting old for Giannis on that team. Giannis is aging, but he's still pretty good. Kyle Kuzma hasn't really been good ever, in my opinion.
You could say on the Lakers, but like
Yeah, You could say that, but eh. And then Chris Middleton to the Wizards. I think for the most part it's a pretty even trade because this year Chris Middleton hasn't been that good over the like performed as well compared to the last couple of seasons. But yeah, Chris Middleton's getting kind of old. He's probably like early 30s maybe. I don't really know. But then Kyle Kuzma, I think he's close to 30. He isn't, like I said, he hasn't really been good ever, but I don't know if it'll change when he goes to the Bucks.
Now, we'll be talking about Andrew Wiggins to the Heat and Jimmy Butler to the Warriors. I don't really think anyone won the trade in this. Because,
that's kind of hard. That's kind of
because
hard to say.
Jimmy Butler, if you think about it, he's forced his way out of every organization he's been to. Wolves, what's the other one?
Bulls, I think.
Bulls. Sixers? Yeah, Sixers.
He played. Yeah, Jonathan Kuminga also went to the Heat, and he was a young star. I like Jonathan Kuminga and his playing style, and he's a big, but he can shoot, and he's pretty tall. So Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler pairing up with Stephen Curry on the Warriors. I don't really think that's gonna do much.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy Butler's.
They're both aging guards.
Yeah. So Jimmy. Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, I think Jimmy Butler's a forward.
Oh.
But I don't really think that the Warriors did too much in that trade because you have two aging stars as of right now, and I don't think he would be able to win a championship and stuff like that. But the Heat get Jonathan Kuminga. He's a pretty good young star. Andrew Wiggins hasn't really been that good since they won the finals. I think he was pretty good in the finals, but since then I haven't really heard much of him.
Yeah, I agree, but now we're moving on
to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram to the Raptors.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna affect.
Yeah.
Anything.
Raptors
are still gonna be made as can be.
Yeah. I don't really know who went to the Pelicans, but I know that Brandon Ingram is pairing up with Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is a pretty young star. Yeah, Scotty Barnes could be really good in the next couple of years, but Brandon Ingram's I don't know, he's maybe mid-30s. That's my guess, mid-30s. But he hasn't been as good as he was in the last 10 years maybe.
Yeah, in my opinion, Ingram just looks like he just rolled out of bed every single day.
Well, it's not about looks, it's about if you're good or not.
I know, but still, you want to look good if you're good, because then you'll just get all of these pictures.
Yeah.
But next, we'll be talking about
Dennis Schroeder. 4 teams. 4 teams.
Sure.
4 teams in 24 hours.
So he started out as the Warriors. Got traded to
the Heat in the Jimmy Butler trade.
And then got traded to the Jazz. And now he's on the Pistons.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna do that much on the Pistons.
Yeah.
Because
he's aging and he hasn't really been good since he was on the. the Nets. So yeah. I don't really think the Jazz needed him because they have pretty good young players for the most part.
Larry Markkinen.
Yeah, Larry Markkinen's pretty good.
He's just on a terrible team.
Yeah, he's on the terrible team, so you never hear about him.
Okay, our last one is Anthony Davis to the Mavericks. We kind of already talked about it earlier, but like I still don't think he's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, he's aging. He's 31. He can't really stay off injury reserve. But yeah, but basically, he's a really good scorer. For the most part, he can score in the paint. He can shoot mid range, but not really threes.
Only when he has the brow.
Well, he always has the brow, so.
I know.
But yeah, pairing up with Kyrie is still really good for being like 30 some, early young 30s. But so the Mavericks have a pretty good squad.
Yeah.
But
after Luka leaving, they're just like
another
team in the NBA.
They weren't really thinking about that because if you think about it, they probably would have had one of the best futures in Luka Doncic and Derek Lively, who are both really good young players.
Last we'll be like talking about like what teams we think will be the best.
Yeah.
First of all, Lakers. LeBron needs to stay healthy. Luka needs to stay healthy. They'll be like the perfect team.
Yeah, that'd be an amazing duo. Do you have, in some people's opinion, the GOAT and the greatest young player right now who could pair up and maybe even make a really good run in the playoffs? In my opinion, not to the finals. I do not think they're going to win the finals, even with those two really good players.
Next, the second team is the Spurs. We kind of already talked about it, but like Wemby, Fox, perfect duo.
Yeah.
Like it. Besides Luka and LeBron, it could not get better.
Yeah. You have a duo with two pretty young players, two very athletic players for the most part.
Can play like all around.
Yeah.
Fox, one of the best finishers, best. He's the fastest in the NBA.
Yeah. Wemby, one of the greatest defenders as of right now.
And like shooters and
like,
he's basically good at everything.
Yeah, he's literally good at everything.
Last, our final
team
of the day, we'll be talking about
the Warriors.
I don't really know if his team. Well, with this team, we kind of just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Like if Jimmy will actually try for once. Unless he's.
I think he will. He will, because you have probably definitely the greatest shooter, in my opinion, of all time, and one of the greatest guards of all time, point guards. So yeah. But Jimmy Butler, they're both really aging, so I don't really think they can get too far in the playoffs. That's all for today. See you next time.